What's up, y'all? Back with another video here to save some coins. You know what it do. It's Nakita, and welcome to my channel.
You riding around, my shorty is the coldest.
Alright, now let's get into this install. I am going to use Gotta Be Glued on my edges because I am not using a cap this time. And the reason I'm not using a cap is because the wig was a little bit smaller and a little bit more snug on my head. Even though I'm a 22 inch, it was still a little bit more snug on my head. So we want to get those edges as hidden or confined as possible. And since me installing a cap wouldn't be able to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and do it just with Gotta Be Glued, get it slicked back and get it hidden. Now I used concealer, powder, and foundation on my lace because the knots were really big and the concealer hid that really well. So again, this is Bobbi Boss Arya 26 inches HD lace. The wig is not big head friendly, and also it's not beginner friendly. So if you like this video, subscribe for more. Y'all know I will keep it coming. Now look at this lace. It is giving, okay? It is giving scalp. I am loving it. A way to make your install real seamless is make sure all that hair is back. As you can see, I have a lot of flyaways with Arya, but we're gonna get this under control and we're gonna get this joint installed, okay? As you can see, it is a little bit shorter on my hairline. You know, it's just right on my hairline, okay? So this is why I'm doing a glueless install and just using adhesive spray and Gotta Be Glued. So I'm going and I'm using Gotta Be Glued first so that I can use it as a guide on where I'm going to be installing my unit, but also as another method of getting it to adhere better. So I'm going through, I did like 2 layers of that, really thin ones, and I let them dry. I did not use the blow dryer, as you can see. I am not using the blow dryer for a lot of it. And so I'm going through with my EBIN adhesive spray now, and we're gonna get this joint installed, okay? Now I'm holding it down where I want it to be because, like I said, the wig was a little bit small and the lace was a little bit harder, or thicker I should say. So that made it a little bit harder to install. So I have to go section by section and make sure each section is dry so that I'm able to install it and tug on the wig as I need to. And as you can see, I'm using my EBIN spray, and I'm also creating that natural hairline that I like so much by doing this as well. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Making sure that it's completely dry before I go on to the next section. Also, another tip, do not use your combs or your adjustable bands until the end of your install, until you've gotten it exactly where you want it and things like that, so that it will fit on your head if it is a snugger wig. And I'm still going through fixing that hairline, making sure that my hairline is looking as natural as possible, and I'm pulling on that wig to make sure that that wig is not giving me any carpet snakes. We do not want carpet snakes. We want nice, flawless, flat installs. And now if you don't use a cap, make sure you're doing extra layers. And what I love about this adhesive spray and Gotta Be Glued is that it can be fixed with water and it can also be removed with water. So this is what I love about about those adhesive methods. And now we're just going through making sure that the hairline is where I want it, making sure that you can't see none of the knots because some of the knots are still there. And we're just going through making sure that we go from side to side, tugging and making sure that we have a good adhesion. Since the lace is hard, you do want to make sure that you're going slow in this step, or whenever the unit is smaller than normal or smaller than your head and it fits a little bit snug, you want to make sure you are not skipping the pulling of the lace from side to side and making sure that it's completely dry before you go to the next section. Got me? Making sure it's completely dry, holding it down, doing whatever I gotta do to keep it in place because it will move. You want to make sure that it stays in place. Now I'm going through with the adhesive spray. Look at that wig I did. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember her? I'll go ahead and link that too to make sure y'all know how I did that. But back to this joint, okay? I am going through making sure that my lace is adhered. As you can see, there are knots still there that are visible. So all you got to do, you see how I just tug like that? That just remove that knot. Don't pull too hard to where you pull it out. Sometimes you just can't pull out those knots. You just have to, and you can't bleach them. So you got to use the tools that you know. And mainly that is concealer and pulling them apart and messing with the hair. Getting that hairline fixed and adjusted, making sure that it is on. As you can see, now I am to those ear tabs, honey. One of the most difficult parts of having difficult lace and lace in general is those ear tabs. The lace was very minimal on this unit as well, so that's another reason why I decided not to use a cap. I didn't want you to be able to see the cap once it started moving back. And this unit did last me about 5 days. Make sure you're doing multiple layers on those ear tabs. It is very important that you do multiple layers, and the reason it's important that you do those layers is because you want to make sure that it sticks on those tabs as well, not just at the top. Making sure it's blow dry, making sure it's completely adhered before you move to the next section. Making sure you don't install your elastic bands, or not the elastic band, but you don't install your adjustable bands that go in the back of the wig before you before it's completely adhered. Things like that will allow your difficult lace units to be installed flawlessly. And now we are at the end of this install, okay? We're getting towards the end. We are almost there. Now look how it's starting to look, okay? Now that we're at the ending of this install, we are going through lightly on the pump, okay? To make sure that I have a nice adhesion. I want to make sure that it's not white, things of that nature. So you want to make sure if you do get a bulky spot that you are making sure to wipe out that extra adhesive spray so that it doesn't turn white. Blow drying, making sure it's dry and it is on cool. I'm not blow drying on hot. Tied it down with my trusty dusty tie down scarf. Got it real tight to where I know it's on my head, okay? Going through combing, I got it tied down. I'm making sure that I got all those hairs, brushed in, making sure that my hair is nice and styled before I go ahead and take this scarf off, because I want to make sure that everything is flawless before I go ahead and take the scarf off and deal with my hairline. And this is my hairline, y'all. Look at that hairline. It's giving. Even though it was a little difficult, it's giving. Now look at what it looks like 4 days later. Okay? I was able to do a ponytail and everything. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And I will see y'all next week. Love ya.